Good evening. This is the February 1st, 2018 meeting of the Monroe Planning and Zoning Commission, meeting in Town Council Chambers. It is now 7:02 p.m. Please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Commission, please introduce yourselves, starting at my right.
Kenneth Wilk, alternate.
Jonathan Formicaro, alternate.
Ryan Condon, alternate.
Paul Lisi, secretary.
William Porter, chairman.
Michael Riley, vice chairman.
Bruno Maini, commissioner.
Will Augusta, town planner.
Rebecca Wood, recording secretary.
And Scott Schatzline has been excused for this evening. All right, next up, organizational items. Number 3, we have none. Item number 4, general public participation. Is there anyone who would like to address the commission on an issue that's not related to an open application or a public hearing? Seeing none. Item number 5, general appointments, we have none. Item number 6, public hearings, we have none. Item number 7, site development plan, none. Deliberations and determinations, item number 8, extensions. SCP 2016-11, file 1581A, 269 Purdy Hill Road. We've received a letter from Danziger Homes. Dear Will, this is a request for an additional 90-day extension to the modifications and requirements of approval, expiration, which I believe is February 4th, 2018. This request is to enable sufficient time for the town to review all of the documents recently delivered to your office, and upon your satisfactory review, the recording of the necessary instruments. So we have a request for a 90-day extension. Chair will entertain a motion.
I move to approve the 90-day extension on SCP 2016-11, file 1581A.
I'll second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Any discussion? Any questions? I'll let the record show that Leon is here. Welcome. Call the roll, starting with Commissioner Ambrosi.
Ambrosi, yes.
Lisi, yes.
Porter, yes.
Riley, yes.
Maini, yes.
Thank you. Item number 9, bond releases or reductions, we have none. Item number 10, permit amendment modifications, SEP 2017-08-A1, file number 1591A, 178 Main Street, Monroe Car Wash. Will, do you have a list of any new exhibits?
No, this is a amendment modification, so I think all we have is what you have.
Okay. For the applicant.
My name is John Lilly from Greenwich, Connecticut, the owner of Monroe Car Wash and Detail Center.
One second.
Thank you very much for your assistance, Your Will.
I can get this to work.
Well, this is, while Will's pulling this up, the ask here is in the approval that I received, there was one provision which prohibited me from selling merchandise in the lobby area that customers walk through when they're getting their car interiors done, and precluding me from having a manual greeter at the entrance area. We were going to have 2 kiosks installed, and it came to our attention as we were going through the process and how we're going to be operating the business that it will probably only work for us to have 1 kiosk and continue to have the greeter out there greeting our full-service customers while their cars are being vacuumed.
Can you explain that from here?
Okay, yeah, so from an overall site perspective, the cars come in here, full-service customers will pull in, exit their vehicles. The greeter will ask them what service they would like and process their transaction out here. And then they will walk through here and go through the lobby that's parallel to the tunnel and re-enter their cars at the exit. We had previously put forward a plan where all of the cars would drive, the drivers would drive all of the cars through, and then the cars would exit and then come around the side of the building into a new building where the car interiors would be vacuumed. That plan didn't work for us, so we went with the last proposal, and that service they call is an express exterior, where all the cars drive through. So what we're planning to do now is have a kiosk here and have our exterior-only customers go through the kiosk. And the way the setup is, there's the kiosk is like an ATM machine where people can transact their business. And then there's a pole here that will read a tag in the car window. So if you're part of our unlimited plan, you basically just slow down a little bit and then a gate will open up and then you can drive through. We're going to continue to have this concrete pad here, and we would have that reader here because we have full service unlimited customers. So this way they would come through, they wouldn't need to talk to the attendant, but as their car comes through, it would be read and then they could go through the tunnel. Why this having two kiosks didn't work for us is that when the car doors open, they would actually hit the kiosk and there wouldn't be enough room for an attendant to get in to properly clean the interior of the vehicle. Whereas if we didn't have that there, this sort of 3-foot space would be sufficient for the car door to open and allow an attendant to access the vehicle to clean the interior so that it could go through. And then, yeah, so that's really it. We weren't going to have people, because all the car owners were going to be driving their own vehicles through. We weren't anticipating there to be much traffic going through here. However, now we're going to have all of our full-service customers continue to walk through there, and so we'd like to have the opportunity to be able to continue to sell candy, greeting cards, gift cards, if we wanted to. Sorry for that sort of haphazard explanation. If anybody wants more details or anything that I can clarify, happy to answer them.
So basically what you're requesting is to go back to having the ability, which you had previously, to sell minor retail
Yeah,
items.
it's just an assortment of candy, air fresheners, and we used to have some greeting card racks along the walkway. Generate about $3,000 a month in revenue.
Okay. Well, start down at the end. Everybody, starting with you, Ken. Any questions?
I have no questions.
Donovan?
No questions.
No question.
Leon?
No questions.
Paul?
No? Are you selling the stuff now?
We stopped. We tried to de-emphasize the full service aspect of our business, and so we moved between our cashier and our greeter outside. But we would like the ability to, if the full service comes back, to be able to sell that. I didn't want it to be sort of a condition to an approval.
That's all. Thanks.
Next to last?
My batting average is dropping. I'm all set, no questions.
Okay.
Okay, I have no questions. Anything else that you'd like to present to the commission?
That's perfect. Thank you very much for your time.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Should have asked Will if he had anything.
I'm good.
Okay. All right, next up, we have item number 11, meeting minutes, January 18th. President, Porter, O'Reilly, Ambrosi, Mayini, Vermicelli, and Condon. So, we have a motion.
Move to accept the draft meeting minutes of January 18, 2018.
Second. Second.
Leon seconds. Any corrections or things of note? Anyone? Hearing none, call the roll.
Ambrosi, yes.
Abstain.
Porter, yes.
O'Reilly, yes.
Mayini, yes.
Okay. Excuse me. All right, item number 12, pending application deliberations determinations. First up is SEP 2017-11, file 1594A, 124 Enterprise Drive. We had started deliberation on this at our last meeting, and if you remember correctly, we had instructed Will to prepare a draft approval letter. Just for the record on this, we have Porter, O'Reilly, Ambrosi, Mayini, and Jonathan, you had been seated for this. Do you have to formally seat Jonathan, or?
Yes, did.
Okay. All right, if you remember, we had several public hearings concerning this, and there were a couple of issues that we're going back and forth on. But basically what the approval is saying that this is a project in an I-2 zone, and the current operation on site is unauthorized, and the proposed use is for storage, and it's to correct some zoning and inland wetlands violations. Proposed action is consistent with the Plan of Conservation and Development in that it hopes to eliminate the longstanding violations on the property. The site is proposed and will be limited to storage only. Does not allow any processing, screening, sorting, or any other manipulation of on-site stored materials. They are not proposing to put up a building, just have some storage bins, which are consistent with the I-2 district bulk standards. No site lighting is proposed. And there will be no permanent employees on site, which allowed the elimination of the sanitary septic system and the elimination of the portable toilets. Also, as part of this approval, all authorized site activities are to cease immediately. The site is to be fully stabilized to the satisfaction of the town engineer no later than April 30th, 2018. And all site improvements are to be completed within 1 year of the Planning and Zoning Commission approval, provided it's approved. Well, this says granted and dated, oh, that's today, February 1st, okay. So if this is approved this evening, all work is to be completed within 1 year of today. And that pretty much sums it up. So, I'd like to start with a motion.
Move to approve SCP 2017-11, file 1594A as drafted.
Second.
I have a motion, we have a second. All right, any further discussion?
Everything seems to be in what I talked about. I think I'm good with it.
Okay. Bruno?
Nope.
Michael?
No questions.
All right, I think that this pretty much covers all the points that we discussed during our deliberation and things that were brought up during the hearing. So, seeing that we have a motion and we have a second and there's no further discussion, I will call the roll, starting with Jonathan.
Vermicelli, yes.
Ambrosi, yes.
Porter, yes.
O'Reilly, yes.
Mayini, yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, SCP 2017-08-A1, the permit amendment modification for the car wash. I don't think I need to recap what we just discussed. The applicant would like to have the ability to sell minor retail items in the car wash. So do we have a motion?
Move to accept SCP 2017-08A1, modification file number 1591A, and send it to, you have to draft this?
No.
You guys can approve it tonight.
We're
that's
going to
fine.
approve it, okay. Thank you.
Second.
Ooh,
Whoa, my bad.
battling out the seconds here.
Leon was
You
taking.
could have went, I didn't think he was going to say anything. So just go
Okay,
right
we have
along.
a second by Commissioner Ambrosi. Any further discussion? All right, call the roll.
Ambrosi, yes.
Lisa, yes.
Porter, yes.
O'Reilly, yes.
Mayini, yes.
All right, there's nothing else that's pending deliberation, is there? Nope. Okay, item number 13, regulation review amendment work session. We should probably look at next week's calendar. Will, what's your availability next week?
I'm not available Tuesday.
Monday or Wednesday is,
Yeah, Monday or Wednesday is probably better than Monday,
Well, Wednesday, there's an RTC event,
or Thursday.
Oh, the 7th.
Voracious.
oh, right.
Actually, I'm not available on Wednesday anyway, so. So either Monday or Thursday.
Monday or Thursday, what works for
Monday.
you? Leon, Monday good for you?
Monday's
All right, Monday, 5:30?
good.
Yeah. Monday? We'll bring cupcakes. Can we have cupcakes for Will's birthday?
You won't be there.
I won't be there, that's just
Monday's your birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll have to bring something.
cupcakes.
Oh, yeah, we should maybe go somewhere else for the meeting.
That's way better.
Yeah, there you go. Why don't you do that, Bill?
We'll do that at Leon's
We'll
house.
discuss that offline. All right, correspondence, I have no correspondence. Will, do you have any? All right, commission reports, chairman's reports. I was part of a meeting last night with representatives from the EDC, the Chamber of Commerce, and a few of business owners in town, along with the first selectman, the town attorney. And we were just discussing nothing specific, just general topics related to the zoning regulations. And some of the, I don't want to say hardships, but some of the issues that some of the business owners are having problems with concerning certain topics in our zoning regulations. So we had a good, productive conversation, and what came out of it is that the business community, outside of us, the business community on their own is going to form a committee with the EDC and the Chamber of Commerce, where they as a group are going to identify specific portions of our zoning regulations that they feel are creating a business hardship for them. And they will propose some possible text amendment ideas that they think would make the business community in town better. And once they have that information compiled, they will then bring it to the regulation subcommittee. And we will review it and, you know, tweak it or do whatever we think needs to be done to it. And potentially put forward a text amendment based on that information. There will be review along the way by the by the town attorney before it goes to public hearing. But it's just, I think it's a good process. It's potentially a good process for the zoning commission and the business community to come together on making things better for everyone. So I'm optimistic that there's a good potential here, and we'll see how it works out. So I don't expect anything is going to come from that until sometime in March, but we'll keep you posted on that. That's all I have to report. Any other commissioners have anything to report?
I wanted to ask, well, do we have like an updated list of legal matters that we have going on, or do you have that?
I do not, but I can get that.
Yeah, 'cause I
The only
haven't
thing
seen
I'm
it.
aware of is old stuff. Like, for instance, today, we were in court on a matter of Ostrowski, who was, I guess, an excavation type activity. It was several hours in court for basically nothing. We were just trying to seek access to the property, see where he's at the current time. He wouldn't allow access to the
And
property.
that's got to be
That's a long time.
6 or 7 or 8 years old.
Right, and it's potentially gonna be another 6 years before it's
Well-
We're still waiting for a decision relative to the federal case on Hanson, Casella. We're waiting on the court, I think, and that could be a month or 2 or 3. And then who knows where it goes from there. We won, obviously, the hotel project, and that hasn't been appealed as we knew last meeting, so that's that can go forward. I don't know what, there may be other older ones out there too, but there's nothing else that's more recent.
So who's gonna handle those now, the new town's attorney, or?
Who's gonna handle what?
Who's gonna handle those cases now, the new town's attorney,
Well,
or?
Jack Fracassini's doing it as well as the new town's attorney.
Okay. That's all.
And the town has brought in and got approval from town council to bring in a land use attorney on an as-needed basis. So we have,
You know who that is, or?
yes, it's Vin, what's Vin's last name?
Sorry.
What's Vin's last name, the land use attorney?
Marino?
Vin Marino from Coleman Wolf.
That's a Coleman Wolf.
Yeah, and I did inquire as to whether we may have any conflicts with that, but Ben didn't seem to think so, and he thought if there were any specific cases that they would be handled at that point. Will, do you have anything else to report?
No.
Anybody? Anything? Motion?
Motion?
Adjourn.